Hello, welcome. Question 28, still on the WASSCE Further Mathematics for Nigerian 2025. A particle of mass 4 kilogram moves from P with the velocity 3I and plus 3J meter per second and reach a point Q with the velocity of 2I plus 3J meter per second. We have to find the change in momentum of the particle from P to Q. We need to know what a momentum is all about. If we are talking about linear momentum, is equals to the mass of the body times what? The velocity, since it is moving. So the mass has been given, then the velocity. But this place we are having 2 points. So we need to find the change in what? Velocity. Change in momentum. Let me just use a symbol. Let's say P to represent what momentum is. So I can say that change. So let I write it in words, okay? Change in momentum, right? Where is going to be delta P. If I'm looking for delta P, is going to be, since I am dealing with 2 points, that is the movement from P to Q, I can say that P as final, that is the final momentum, which is still mv minus the initial momentum, and that will give you your momentum as a change in momentum equals to the final momentum is moving from P to Q. So this is where the body or the particle is now at. So that is going to be the mv, but the v is the velocity of the Q minus the momentum, which is still the mass times the velocity. So the mass times what? The velocity of the point what? P. We can see that this and this are different, as in the velocities of the two positions are different. So we factorize the mass out as being the same mass of the body traveling from P to Q. So that will be VQ minus what? VP. Then what is the VQ minus VP? That is also talking about the change in the velocity. So if I can use this as this to find the change in the velocity, what are the velocities of the 2 points or positions? I can see from P we have this, Q is having this. So we begin from your 2I plus 3J, is it 3? Yeah. Then minus, we go to 3I plus 10J, all still having the same user unit of meter per second. And in this case, it is the corresponding component we subtract. So 2I minus 3I, that will give us a negative I or negative 1I. Then 3 minus 10 will also give us negative 7 what? J, still with meter per what? Seconds. So this is our change in the velocity. Then to find the change in momentum, which is the m, the mass, in this case will be the mass times what? The change in velocity. The change in velocity, which is going to be mass 4 kilogram, right? 4 kilogram multiplying the change in velocity 1I negative minus 7J. What will it be? 4 times negative I will be negative 4I. 4 times negative 7 will be negative 28 times what? J. If I can put this, let's just leave it, okay? So this is going to be the momentum, that is the change in momentum from P to what? Q. Let's see the option that will best fit. I think the option B will be best for this calculation. I guess this is clear. And after dealing with these past questions, our next tutorial is going to be on still continuation on what? The mechanic that we started. We've done a tutorial on static mechanics. The next episode is going to be dynamics, where we deal with these motions of what particles. So keep glued to this space as we keep learning together. Bye bye. Come back for question 29.